Hello, everyone. Noobish Duke here, and today we are going to be talking about the one and only Forsaken. Now, I've talked about Dandy's World, and you all know how much I think that game is bad and, well, unneeded of being the most popular DVD clone on Roblox. Well, sorry, I'm a little sick. Well, the most popular in today's standards. Piggy and Stop It Slender trump in popularity and acknowledgement. Most definitely. Now, Stop It Slender and Piggy are obviously not as popular as it used to be, but back in their primes, they would trump, and I mean trump, Forsaken in Danny's World. But enough of that. I want to talk about a topic that I vocally hate. Okay, not hate, but you'll see why. You'll see what I mean in a second. See what I meant in a second. So how about we get to that, shall we? Forsaken is one of the many more recent Roblox DVD clones. There's a ton. There's Forsaken. There's Dandy's World. Let me see. Pillar Chase. There's Sonic the Disaster. That's just a few I can name. A few of the more popular ones. Pillar Chase. Now I can say full-heartedly that Pillar Chase is somewhat good. Somewhat, especially on the model work. The modeling work on Pillar Chase is absolutely amazing. But so I don't really hate that much, but that one much. But when you bring up Forsaken and Dandy's World, that's when I start to tell you why. My entire heart. Yep. I will forever tell you that I hate Dandy's World with a passion. I do not like Dandy's World at all. What about Forsaken? Well, that's the topic of this video. Basically, the thing about Forsaken is that the main premise is, oh hey, with us, instead of fighting indie game, instead of fighting popular horror icons or popular EXE characters or creepypasta characters, you're instead Roblox people who are either popular on Roblox or people who worked on Roblox or whatever, like Shadeletsky and Bright Eyes. Well, going up against Roblox myths or classic Roblox horror game stuff, aka like Sonic. Yeah, if I'm correct, Sonic was gonna be in Forsaken. Actually, I think he is in Forsaken. Either got taken down or not. I forgot. I believe Sonic was based off of Survive and Kill the Killer, same as Jason. Both Jason and Sonic were, I know Jason was, but I don't know about Sonic. You got characters like 1x1x1, which, true. You got characters like Spawn Believer, Spawn Cultist. Wow, so cool, so neat. Yeah, as you can hear, I do not care for any of these characters. You got stuff like Noob, Shadeletsky, and Corrupted Noob. You have Rhinoceros. Oh wait, I'm thinking for Grenovier. I'll talk about that video next. I'll talk about that game next video. That's the most. That's one of the more recent Roblox games that I hate with a passion. Ooh, I hate that game with my soul and heart. Oh, and one more thing. You got Chance. Now, most of these characters are custom characters, so the point I'm about to make here is going to be useful in next segment is going to be useless. But now that we've got to the nitty gritty of what Forsaken is, which honestly I don't have to explain much, I explained it already. It's just your average Roblox DVD clone, so don't be shocked. What else do I have to tell you? But now I should explain what is the. Well, let's get to the bad about it. Then I'll make a thing about the good. And believe me, there's not much good. There really isn't much good. So let's just get into it, shall we? Oh, The bads, aka the cons of Forsaken. Let's get into it. Con 1. It's your average, ununique DVD clone with the fandom of a bunch of children with, let's just say they've hit puberty and they've started to get a bit, hormonal. Really hormonal. Not as bad as the Dandy's World fandom or the Regretavator fandom, but, it's up there. Let me remind some of you that these are real people. That most of these characters are, like Shetletsky and Bright Eyes. Those are real, actual people. 7 he was real too. He's a real person, I believe. I think he was. I think his whole group was a bunch of real people. I don't know about Blue Dude. I don't think he's a real person. Yeah. And it is baffling how these people know that these were real people on these accounts and not just missed like 1x1x1. And they actively use these accounts, they don't care. And be like, oh, but it's not a depiction of the real people, it's the depiction of the robot character. If I'm correct, Shedletsky and Bright Eyes avatars, well, especially Shedletsky's, is specifically supposed to be a characterized version of him, a self-sona. So that kinda, makes it worse. But let me not be petty and move off from that fact. It's just unoriginal, dude. It's the same It's the same thing as Do Task, Survive the Killer or Killers. I don't know if there's multiple killer game modes, which honestly, no other game has done that in the more recent ones for some reason. Well, no, Pillar Chase does that. Okay, that's the one I'll give Pillar Chase. Black Piggy, it has multiple game modes where you can have one like Trader or multiple killers. Forsaken is well, as unoriginal as the rest. It's your average DVD clone. It does everything every other DVD clone does. Nothing new about it. There's nothing revolutionary about the game. There's nothing new. There's nothing it brings to the table. It's not a new concept. It's just the same. Oh, do task, don't kill killer concept. Now, the main games that this started with on Roblox, excluding DVD and other games like that, the main games on Roblox that this started with were Flee the Facility, Stop It Slender. If you could think of any other games before that or around that time that were popular and were DVD Roblox clones, DVD inspired Roblox games, then let me know, because the main ones I know is Flee the Facility and Stop It Slender. Those were peaked. The main issue with Flee the Facility is that it seems to update, but it seems to have the same issue as Murder Mystery. No new content is added, just new knives for every holiday. No, literally, it's the same issue with Murder Mystery. It seems like both devs don't even care about the games anymore and just start keeping them around because they bring them money by just adding new cosmetics and not bringing anything new to the table. Something Murder Mystery hasn't done in a goddamn while. Yeah, come on, dude. We're still waiting for them new killer abilities. We haven't gotten one since release. That's pathetic as hell. Anyway, yeah, the main issue with this game is that it's just unoriginal, dude. There's nothing original, fun, or interesting about it. If you call most people, I'm gonna take a book from a friend of mine and say these games are, and take a book from my friend of mine and quote him, quote unquote. These games are mostly known for being, well, term to people with neurodivergent type things. And while I won't say he's wrong, I won't say he's right either. I mean, yeah, most of the players who play these games are neurodivergent. That's what most of you can tie it to. Look at Regretavator. Why do you think it's so colorful and bright? Because it's mostly tied. Because most of the creators, 9 times out of 10, are neurodivergent. They saw and they said, what if we make this game something that neurodivergent people might like? And I'm not saying people who don't have any neurodivergent brain, whatever you call it. Sorry, I'm sick. Basically means it's not me saying that a person without neurodivergency can't like the game. I know many people. I've seen multiple people without neurodivergency play this game. It's just that your average sane adults won't play these games. Neither will your average normal teenager. Especially, really, think about it like this: these types of games, like Dandy's World, Forsaken, Regretavator, were mostly tied and tailored for children and neurodivergent people. That's really it. They weren't made for adults to have fun running and gunning or snide remarks like Doom and stuff. It wasn't fast-paced action like Ultra Kill. It wasn't. You get what I mean? Well, fast-paced bloody action like Ultra Kill. It wasn't a cult classic like Doom. No, they were made for specifically young, hell, not even young teens, preteens and children. That's it. Preteens, children, and neurodivergent people. That's it. I mean, no harm or no disrespect. I'm just literally seeing it, how the game legit looks and acts. I mean, for Christ's sake, Regretivator uplinked with BFDI, dude. BFD goddamn I. And ever since Season 4, well, I wouldn't say you feel the 2010s, can you? It gets to a point where that's kind of most Roblox games. Most Roblox games aren't meant to be just fun anymore, or tailored for everyone, not just one specific group. Look at the Hood. The Hood is made for fake hoodlums and actual hoodlums who tend to be called fake hoodlums. And well, Meep City is made for child groomers. Okay, in all seriousness, Meep City, before parties became a big issue, was made for children, literal children. There's nothing more I can say about that. Adopt Me, made for children. We got Blood, Guts, and Black Powder, made for mature audiences. We got Arsenal, mostly made for teenagers and preteens. Well, as I believe, it's made for children and preteens. I couldn't say much. You got games like Blox Fruits. Nowadays, it's mostly made for kids, but the main audience back in the day, when it was an actually good game, was mostly teenagers. You see what I mean? Each game has a distinct demographic or something that it's either obviously tied to, a demographic that is obviously tied to, or loosely tied to. And most games nowadays fall into that category of what I was talking about before. Forsaken, Dandy's World, not Pillar Chase, I don't think Pillar Chase is really like that. Regretivator, there's another one. I can't think of the other one. It's called, I forgot what it's called. It was adding me, put it on screen if I don't think about it. It's called, let me see, it's called, man, I can't think of it. It's called, yeah, I can't think of it. But if I can't think of that enemy, just put it on screen. You'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, in all honesty, for this first con, it's not really, it's a detrimental thing. Because it's like your average FNAF fan game. Most of it isn't evolutionary. We haven't gotten a super revolutionary, evolutionary, whatever you want to say it, however you want to say it, or however it's said, FNAF fan game since the Joy of Creation story mode. You serious? We haven't gotten an evolutionary and or revolutionary FNAF fan game since story mode and Reborn? Since T-Jock? Seriously? Since T-Jock? Since goddamn Nixon? And he hasn't made a game in years. I wish I was joking. His last actual game after those nights at Rachel's in the T-Jock series was that, yeah. Nowadays, all he has under his belt is those nights at Rachel, T-Jock, and the T-Jock remake. Which, are you serious? You couldn't have made a Those Nights at Rachel's 2? You couldn't have made a T-Jock 2? You had to make a goddamn remake? Are you serious? Soon I'll make a video on the fanverse as a whole, as I have a problem that you can probably tell from how I was speaking about the T-Jock remake with all of the fanverse. Because it seems pretty repetitive. But enough of that later. You get what I mean. It's nothing new. Now, let's go to the next con. Design. It's lazy as hell.
Y'all niggas is broke. Y'all niggas is bums. Y'all niggas ain't getting no bread.
I don't give a goddamn how many rigs this thing has. How many capes or faces are on this thing. I don't give a rat's behind of how much ligaments and bones this character has, or how much edges and creases this character has. I don't care, dude. I don't care. You gotta realize that what put into it doesn't make a model good. It's how the model looks that makes the model good. It's like saying I spent a month on models from TRTF. 2. It's like me saying I spent a month to make the models for TRTF2. No, the hell I didn't. And even if I did, they're not good. They don't show that they don't show. It's like showing your work in school. They don't. I'm not showing my work that I spent a month on this. It looks like I made it in a week. Like you could just like the models. Okay, maybe Noli. Noli is an alright model. Corrupted Noob is an alright model. Corrupted John Noob or John Noob is a alright model, but they're not the best. Pillar Chase. I'm gonna keep praising Pillar Chase because that's actually a somewhat good game. It's just after Piggy, I kind of got tired of DVD clones. Pillar Chase is model heaven. Think of you playing GPO, or think of if a DVD game was made, a DVD Roblox game was made by the Real Brothers or for you, and you have Pillar Chase. The game is not much by all means, but it's pretty somewhat alright. I would say I would play this in my free time if I had nothing else to play. Not just normally if I did have other stuff to play. And I'd pick this out a lot. No, I mean I'd logistically only play this because I have nothing else to play. But that's better than me not playing it at all. Now, connect that to something, to Dandy's World and Forsaken. The modeling work in Dandy's World is absolutely poor. The animation work in Forsaken is absolutely boring and non-innovative in any way. And only now, Quell, who I'm hearing is in drama again, which I'm not surprised at this point, that's most Roblox developers, but Quell is just recently revamping the animations. I don't think we should just revamp the animations, revamp the models as well. Sure, that new animation for, what's that rock thing called? Pebble? Really? Pebble is... I hate how most their names is just references to what they are. Like, dude, give them actual names. I don't care if it's referencing what they are. It's absolutely boring, man. Damn. Have some creativity. Anyway, basically, fundamentally speaking, the animations are trash, and the model work is as boring as it gets. I've seen better model work from, dare I say, Fazbear's Return. No, seriously. I've seen better model work from Scribby. I would be rude to say Fazbear Return 1 through 4. I would be lying and be very, very hateful if I said Fazbear's Return 1 through 4. So I'm gonna say 5 and the C shift at Austin's. 10 times better. And maybe saying, oh, but Scribby, the creator of Fazbear's Return, have more modeling experience, dude. Look at Ellie's. That game was absolutely bombastical. That game was amazing, and it had great development. The game model work was absolutely stellar. First of all, you're glazing it right now. Second of all, so what? I've seen people make good models and stuff in under a year. I've seen people like PewDiePie be good at art in under a year, or well, within a year. Dude, it's not hard. Sure, Scribby had years, but the years he did take, he was still trash. And until Return 5/Jesus That Lost 1, his modeling was absolutely trash. Even me, it took me 5 years to get good at art. Well, somewhat good, and I'm not gonna say it doesn't take time, but it depends on the person. And Quell obviously didn't have much time now, did he? Or she? Honestly, I don't care. Nowadays, everything's confusing. I don't know. Quell, she. I hear like everyone calls her she, so I'm gonna say she. Quell, rot. Back to Forsaken. So yeah, the model work is trash. Con number 3. The controversies. Now, I'm going to tie this in as controversies and skin because most of the good skins in this game, like the actually good one, like Gashaboon, even though I hate Limbus Company and all of the project games in that little area with a passion. And 2, I don't think I said 1 before, but I don't know. And 2, it seems every single good skin in that goddamn game gets deleted because the creators can't not do something stupid. It can't be hard. It can't be hard to not do some dumb stuff, especially around children. It's like popularity 101. Don't do anything bad or stupid, but apparently most people don't get that memo now, do they? Now, when it comes to Forsaken skins, they're again subpar at best. But most of the skins, like the Dream Game skins, Dream Game is boring. I don't know what fun y'all get out of that. It's your average game like Let Me Go or whatever. It's your average game like that. It's boring, dude. I'd rather play camping, even though camping was peak. Don't get me wrong, camping was peak back then. But I'd rather play camping like it was the first time. It's like you got the like I said, Gashaboon. That skin was nice, I guess. Don't know where he's from though. The name reminds me of the dude from Limbus Company, which again, bad gacha games, boring gacha game. Anybody who likes that game is boring. Oh god, I'm coughing. I have the curse of Ra. But anyway, it boils down to the factor of the skins are just alright. They're not good, and any of the good skins get taken back or whatever. Me personally, if I add a skin to the game, there's no amounts of controversy to make me pull the skin out of the game. I don't really care, because it's still bringing me popularity. Why would I? You might be saying, oh, but what if you're already popular? Then I'm still going to keep it. It's still bringing me more popularity. The more I spread my stuff, the more popular I get. I don't really care if I gotta pull. I'm not gonna pull something out of a game or a show or a movie that involves my series, that or my series or my game, just because this and that happened. Like, oh, that brings me that makes me popular. I could just say I don't support the person, but I'm getting more popularity out of it than they are, so it's a win-lose situation. Win for me, lose for them. Anyway, back on topic. Yeah. Con 5! I don't even know what to say for this one. I said most of what I hate about the game. I'll think of something. All in all, I think I don't really have much, and I'm damn sure won't have much pros. It's like, oh, the maps. Right, I haven't spoken about the maps. The maps make me want to absolutely trust me. The maps make me want to put Forsaken to the back of the proverbial shed and shoot it Old Yeller style. If you know Old Yeller, then you know I really, really, really mean what I say. I show no mercy, no empathy, no sorrow. I wish nothing but bad on this game. This game is by far one of the most boring takes of DVD clones that I've ever played, but at least it has more effort in it than Danny's World. So you've done one thing right. I will forever say that this game is not the best works I've seen, but it isn't the worst by far. So I guess the props for not being the worst thing yet, but it's still not one of the gooder. It's still not one of the better ones. This is like me giving a child money to create a game. Cough, cough. Reference to a game that video is still in production currently. Cough, cough. Child thousands of dollars to make a game after they stole my IP, and I'm like, listen, if you use this money to get better at game making, if you change the name, I'll give you this money so you can get better at game creation. Deal? Yes, Mr. Kenneth Kotz. Again, a reference to something that you should get. If you've been on my channel for a while and you remember my old deleted videos, you will remember that one of my old series were about a certain fan game. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That scared me even while post-recording the video, post-recording the screen and stuff. But yeah, ignoring that reference, I will always completely and justifiably say that I don't like Forsaken. The maps are surprisingly the best thing about this game, actually. The maps aren't bad, by far, actually. They just make me want to shoot this game in its absolute head. It makes me want to take the game's life. Like, right away, man. Like, it makes me want to end this game's lifespan really, 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 really easily. Again, old Yeller style. Put the game out of its misery.
Put the game out of its misery.
Now, as you will see, I had to think of something. Anyway, as you can see, I do not hate the maps. The maps are pretty good. They're pretty alright. They're not the worst thing out there, but again, they aren't the best. They're the best. I will forever give you the grasp of thinking that I'm a hate mode. Don't get me wrong, I hate a lot of things, but trust me, I have likes, surprisingly. I know my channel is starting to become one of those, well, not commentary YouTubers, I forgot what you call it, like, YouTubers that review things, but, I mean, what else am I gonna make? Let's Plays? So, don't worry. Anyway, honestly, yeah, I think I've done with the cons. I don't know why I made a map con. I mean, the maps aren't good, to be fair. That is a con. The maps look pretty lazy. It's like they're trying to replicate old Roblox, which I think is the whole point of Forsaken, is meant to be iconic Roblox, supposed to be old, like old Roblox, supposed to be iconic. But it's not. All in all, as a dude who's been playing Roblox since like 2014, 2015, I rate this game 3 out of 7 on the con to pro scale. Speaking of pros, let's get to them. Ah, yes, the pros. I only have 3. Yes, I only have T. 3? What do you mean you only have 2 amounts of pros for this game? Yup, I only have thrice. I can't stress enough how baffling it is that I only have 3 good games to say about this game. I only have Trey. I only have Trey. Good things to say about this game, Trey. You're supposed to do better, game. You're supposed to get less. You're supposed to get more than just Trey. Really? Comprende? You were supposed to be better. So, let's get to those pros, shall we? Pro 1. Pro 1. Boy, oh boy, you're gonna be shocked by this one. The skins. Yep, the skins. That's it. That's it. That's the only good I can think. That's the first pro I can think of. The skins. It's not even all of them. It's just some of them. Like Jason's skin, which is legit just H2O Delirious. And you know how much I have a knack for. Well, as you can see, you know how much I have a knack for the Vanoss crew. No, seriously, I really do have a knack for the Vanoss crew. They were part of my childhood. Anyway, the H2O Delirious skin. Other skins. Yeah, that's about it. Just get to Pro 2. Pro 2. I'm losing my mind. The game has good voice lines, I guess. Don't get me wrong, they're cringe as hell, but they're good. Let me rephrase. They're cringe, but they're somewhat alright. It's the nicest thing I can say about this game. They're cringe as hell, but they're alright. They're alright. Alright. Finally, Pro Crease. Yep. Pro Trace. Pro Trike. I'll be lying if I say I felt any empathy for what I'm about to say here. Give me a cheese with nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, I don't got nothing. I don't got a single good thing to say about this game. I don't got a pro. I don't got a third pro. I don't got a Thram Pro, dude. I don't got a Trist Pro, dude. I don't got a Trace Pro. I don't. I really don't. I don't. I don't. I just don't. I don't. I don't got a Trilogy Pro. And I feel bad that I don't. But at the same time, I don't feel bad because the game's bad. Now let me reiterate that the game's not the worst. It, in two standpoints, is good. And if you think there's more than 4 pros about this game, you're absolutely insane, and you're using this to cope with something. What something that is the most has to be the most traumatic thing yet. Jesus, you're sick. But I just can't find anything enjoyable about the game, dude. I'm not saying it's the worst game on earth, but I'm not saying it's the best thing either. Again, this game gets a 3 out of 10 for me. I'm giving Dandy's World honestly a 1, and Glitch Tail a 2 for animation. Other than that, Forsaken is mid, dude. There's nothing good I can visibly say about Forsaken that will appease any Forsaken fans. I just really don't. And the fandom is already feral enough, so that's not saying much. These kids will hang you just because you said your favorite characters, just because you called the cultist person a dude or a chick. No, really, I have watched people completely lose their minds because somebody completely lose their mind, not hang them, but just get super mad because somebody called whatever the cultist person, again, I don't know his name, a chick. Dude, it doesn't matter. It's never that serious, dude. But hey, that's just me. You know, I don't complain about these things. It's kind of stupid, but that's just me. Anyway, all in all, I just think this game is not the best. I had to chop out one video before my my soon-to-be power scaling video, which you won't know what topic it's on, and you probably never will, and you probably never will. But for the few who do, congratulations, you're part of the Weirdo Club. Congratulations, you're part of the Weirdo Club. So, all in all, before my TRTF video and my power scaling video, this was a little short teaser cake of my inner hatred for DVD Roblox calls. Besides Pillar Chase is pretty alright, I'm not gonna lie. Pillar Chase, I'm gonna say it now, is like a good 7 out of 10. A good 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10 for me, Pillar Chase is. But, yeah, this is a 3, dude, I'm sorry. This is a 3 at best. I think I gave it a 5 more. I'll give it a 3.5 to be nice. Honestly, I'm not saying you suck if you like Pillars, if you like Forsaken. But I'm not saying you're the coolest person on the world for liking it. I'm just saying you're a person for having interest. That's all. I've been Psycho Noob, and you're watching Disney Channel. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.